Hey everybody, welcome back to Fairville Plays The Binding of Isaac. I know we're gonna do another Isaac run. Fairville, oh good dude, Curse of the XL. That's a spicy one to get right off the bat. Fairville, what happened last episode? You know what, dude? I got a little bit too caught up in the anecdotes. It was an episode full of passion, you know, talking about my. Please stop making spiders, for the love of God. Talking about my torrent convention affair and all that stuff, and maybe we made a couple bad decisions along the way. Maybe we played a little bit too fast, but it's fine. It's over. It's gonna happen in Isaac, you know. Not every run, oh dude, not every run could be a banger. Now this run, and specifically, it's an XL floor, which means I really just want to get our hands on like a spirit heart. This way, I'm not constantly at risk of losing our 100% deal with the devil chance, but it also has like a couple benefits to it as well. For one thing, we got 2 item rooms somewhere here, and it's the first floor, so it shouldn't be too large of a floor. But let's play it safe, take it slow, you know. Look, being an Isaac content creator, it's a hard job, dude. You got to play a game that requires relatively decent amount of coordination. Not much. Granted, not much. You know, basically we're just moving around balls. And, you know, what does that require? I mean, like a little bit of depth perceptions, sure. Maybe a little bit of hand-eye coordination, a little bit of spatial awareness, pattern recognition, you know, basic stuff. Stuff that's developed fully by the time you're like 3 years old. But you know what? You know what isn't developed fully by the time you're 3 years old? Having amazing, that's right, yeah, I'm proud of what I do. Having amazing banter powers that can keep going for upwards of 20 to 3 hours. You know, high and low end type situation. First item. Okay. Proptosis, already our damage is far exceeding what our damage was on the last run, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. It was like 40 seconds ago, so who knows, dude. I don't care about you that much. I care about you enough to think of you as an option, but I don't care about you enough to like actually want to use you. We do want to find us Tinted Rock, get it started, and then like just go on. I've been thinking. I've been watching like okay, Infested isn't bad. Probably like just shouldn't have used that, like just to be safe, but that's not a spirit heart. Couldn't help but notice. But I mean, we might as well use our key on something, so. Okay. The Hermit. Lots of money, potential red hearts should we need it, but we're going to try not to. I mean, like, worst case scenario, okay, remember, these guys squirt, like, without notice, so just play it safe. I've been watching a lot of game shows. Like, we have, oh my god, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. Cash Cab, that's it. We have Cash Cab, and it's better than American Cash Cab because we have Canadian Cash Cab. That's I think recorded in Vancouver. Although I could have sworn that I was watching like a couple episodes of Cash Cab and I'm like, that's Toronto. That's 100% Toronto. But that's besides the point. Okay, maybe like let's be smart here. The Haunt is it's a horrible boss fight, but we have good damage. So as long as we're paying attention and don't do stupid stuff like what I just did, you should be okay. Ah! And you know what? Now I'm gonna go back. Okay, at least you didn't give me a spirit. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find a Tinted Rock immediately that gives me like 4 spirit hearts. All right, 36% chance to deal with the devil is still pretty good. My God, man, you gotta play better. Cash Cab, Canadian Cash Cab. We also, speaking of like Canadian, oh dude, Lucky Toe, I'll take it. You know what I won't take though? I won't take that. Spacebar items, they're off the board. As long as we're playing, as long as we have the D6, at least for the first little bit. But, dude, speaking of car, of course it's Pin after the friggin' Haunt. Why wouldn't it be? Speaking of car-related shows, have you ever seen Canada's Worst Driver? Now, you might be saying, obviously I don't watch Canada's Worst Driver. We did get a deal with the devil, and it is actually takeable, so I'm really happy for that. I do not like you. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing, just in a different format. Bad trip, really? You're gonna do this to me after I've given you everything? But I really like the show Canada's Worst Driver. I don't like driving. It's weird too. I never got into it. I'm not a driver. I'm not a car guy. For me, there are 3 kinds of cars. There are cars, which are cars. You see a car, you're like, oh, that's a car. There are vans, which are like cars, but a little bit bigger and take up kind of a little bit more space. This is so much money that I've just spent for like what? A hermit card and an HP upgrade, which honestly I think I'm just going to take. Let's just go. We are on pace for boss rush, which at the very least, even if I don't want to do, I do want to check out. Save the 5 cents for the next floor to get an arcade and maybe get back a little bit of the money that you just squandered. But more importantly, we have a bomb to crack open a couple tinted rocks, so I'm good. And so you got cars, which are cars, vans, which are bigger cars, and then trucks, which obviously aren't cars or vans. I have friends that are car guys. They talk about cars. They're like, oh, I just got the Honda Civic Nissan. You can tell that I have no idea what I'm talking about based on the words that I just chose there. I just put a new exuberator into the gas muffler, and I'm like, that's cool, brother. And you know what? I'm not trying to shame him either. First of all, if you have a passion that you are passionate about, as long as that passion doesn't become like, I don't know, your only defining personality trait, I'm fine with that, dude. You enjoy if you're into cars, you know what? More power to you. I mean, look at me. I'm into like weird ass niche indie games. You don't see me going around yelling at everybody, "Hey, have you heard of Have you heard of a Slime's Quest, now available on Steam? It's like a Slay the Spire-esque card fighting game where you play as a slime, but the big thing here is that you can actually move around the battlefield. It's really cool." And then everyone's like, what in God's name are you talking about? This is a McDonald's? And I'm like, play the game. Anyway, it's a good game. You should check it out. I mean, like, you know, I'd assume so. I haven't bought it yet. That's a Canadian mannerism right there, boughten. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, I'm not a car guy. But I've been learning a little bit more. I know the kind of car that my father has. That's pretty much the only thing I can list. That's it. Everything else is just, it hits one of those 3 boxes and that's it. But I guess, like, I'm also like that way. I gotta work on learning things. Oh, dude, Nun's Habit is really nice with the D6. I mean, it's too early in the game's life. Not like the game itself, but like, you know, the game as in our save file. It's too early to try to do a break. I don't even care about what that pill is. I don't. Look, whatever, man. What if it was a good pill? Oh yeah, who cares? Doesn't matter, man. I don't think there's any way for us to. Great shot for us to do a breaking run. Not yet, right? Like we're missing some key items. Like the D20 needs to show up for sure, and then past that, I mean, scapular would be one that you would want on the list. I don't know. We might be able to make something work with this, like if we just get a disproportionate amount of red heart containers, which could be viable, but we're probably going to be getting a deal with the devil here. At least, you know, we have a decent chance. Did not get it. Okay. Juice box, I think, is worth taking. What was our item on this floor? We did not find it yet because I did not have a key. Okay. It's, you know, I mean, we could maybe do some, like, intense re-rolling at some point. Oh, dude, that's right. You need a bomber, huh? But I don't know. Okay, this is a really good item. Jacob's Ladder it's up there with probably my most favorite items that are available early on in the game to actually like show up every once in a while. Not the best with our rate of fire, but can only improve the run and really has no immediate drawback. So we're not going to be able to get into the double bombable room. That's fine. And also, I really don't even want to like go to our shop or anything like that. Like, I'm happy with what we have. If we could find like a little bit more money, we might be able to talk about it. But for right now, I just want to get through this. What was I talking about? Right. I have friends that are like really into cars, dude. And you know what? Growing up in Toronto, you meet a lot of people that are passionate about like one thing, you know? And like as a kid, I think it's easier to be passionate about one thing, right? Because like as a kid, but when I say kid, I mean like a teenager, you know? Before the age of like, I'll give you like 16. Before you're 16, it's easier to only like really care or associate yourself with one thing because you're looking for an identity, you know? I did it. I don't remember, well, actually, I got like bored of stuff really, really quickly when I was like going through high school. I remember like there was like one semester, about one semester I think it was more like a couple weeks, where I was like really into magic tricks. Not Magic the Gathering, which that came later. That came like in college, which was really not a good time for me to get into friggin' Magic the Gathering. Because first of all, my god, it was expensive. Secondarily, I had to like go to like this weird little game store out in the middle of nowhere for Friday Night Magic. It was a lot of fun, and I would not take away that time for anything. I met a lot of good people, but I also met a lot of horrible people who I'm glad are like no longer a part of my life. You know, I've noticed. How do I say this nicely? Strategy, I mean, like, you know, TCGs. I've dabbled in every TCG. You know, I've done Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out. That's a sentence not a lot of people can say unless you're over the age of like 24. But then you could maybe say it. But also, well, in North America, I have no idea how long it's been in Japan. It's probably like a little bit longer. But Yu-Gi-Oh, Duel Masters, Kai Judo. That's right, dude. I mean, to be fair, I bought packs of them. I never actually played a game. For all the card games that I got into, I think I genuinely know how to play, like, Toothpicks is really good. I genuinely know how to play, like, 2 of them. Take Missing Page. Okay, we'll take that too. It's precarious, but now we shouldn't, like, just immediately die. This is a good run, which means that I could maybe switch my brain to full-on autopilot mode and then just banter, which I'm happy for, so... Okay, let's try it. Let's try not to die. You know what? No. You're not worth it, brother. Not in this economy. But I have cards for like every single card game ever released. I learned how to play Magic. I didn't show. This is a real thing, and this is not what you want to do if you want to make friends at the Friday Night Magic comic book get together. But I did not know how to properly play Magic the first time I showed up for Friday Night Magic. And the guy that I went up against first, as a child, he was not happy with me. He was like, I was hoping, like, and you know, I was younger. I wasn't young, but I was younger. So I'm like, it can't be that bad. I don't want you. I'll take you. Friend zone is pretty much my entire life, so you might as well have it reflected in the game, too. Thanks a lot, Edmund. But I had an idea of how to play Magic when I first showed up, but I wasn't like, I didn't have the turn order set. Because, you know, part of me is like, what does it matter if I tap this card and then play this? Or it's like, no, you have to do it in this exact order. I'm like, does it affect how the game plays out? And he's like, no, but that's the rules. I'm like, okay. And, you know, it's like, it was, look, first of all, I'm not trying to, like, demonize the guy for being kind of a jerk to a child who's learning how to play a game meant for children. Even though that's a debatable topic, too. It's Magic. It's for adults' entertainment, you know? It's like, okay, whatever, sure. We'll go with that argument. However, it took me so long to get my first, like, actual win in Friday Night Magic. I was going there for, like, a couple weeks before your boy got his first win. It's a very... Just give me the ability to fly, please. And then, like, I could just get into all this stuff for free. Peep it. It's been done! I am the best Isaac player of all time. See? It's not about knowing the secrets of the game. It's knowing when to push the game in the way that it wants to be pushed. There's so many red hearts. Where were all these red hearts last run where I had Dark Bum and no HP? Oh, I know. They weren't anywhere. Monstro 2, huh? Remember when, like, this dude was actually a nightmare for me? Because we had nothing. We came from nothing. We'll return to nothing. We are loam. Loam is me. Lower than dirt. Loam. Deal with the devil? Okay. I'll take Speedball. We're fast, dude. We're super spry. And I'm happy to go down. Depths 1? I mean, like... This is a speed run if there ever was one. Are we going to be doing the deal with the boss rush? I think so, only because... Okay, not a good start, but I think we will be doing the boss rush only because we have this hermit card, and I might as well get some use out of it. We can just teleport out of there, find something good. If we don't see anything we immediately like, no problem. You got the D6, brother. Just save it, but also don't get married to the idea of having to do boss rush. You don't have to do boss rush. If there's like, you know, if this floor has a potential for something good and it requires you to spend like a couple minutes doing that, that's okay, dude. It's called time management. It's a very important skill for everyone's life. But what was I talking? Right. So the guy who was kind of mean to me at Friday Night Magic, this person you could tell had a lasting effect on my psyche, and was not the reason that I stopped going to Friday Night Magic. The reason I stopped going was that it got way too expensive and like getting out there was a nightmare. But I managed to beat him. If you've never been, the way it works is like it's best out of 3. So the first to 2 wins. I was able to beat him the second game. The first game he was mean to me and I'm like, oh, okay, well I guess I'm in the wrong place. But that's fine. But the second game, I got redemption. I forget the name of the card, so forgive me. But I played like a white card that was an angelic themed card, but I remember it had the effect of like when it comes into field, it just like kills. It just like, basically it's a nuke. You drop it into the field and it just wipes out the board, which left him open to attack. And I was so satisfied with it because he actually had to, no. Okay. Okay, we took a big damage hit, but the other stats are pretty decent. This is actually really nice. Restock is so good to the point where, well, actually to the point where, like, give me a battery again. That's fine. I'll take Mr. Me. Oh, look, it's Mr. Me seat. Look at me. Oh, ho, ho, take it. Steal it. Commit arson. You couldn't do that? I could have sworn that was something you're allowed to do. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. See, this is something that I was talking about. We might want to be spending a little bit of time on this floor now. It also means that, actually, this is a prime candidate run to get the Hush fight out of the way. Or, based on the way that I've been playing the last couple episodes, maybe attempt to get to the Hush fight and then die horribly. But no, you got, well, that's a positive and a negative. We have 9 lives, so if we die once, we're dying all the way down. What do you got? That's a nice pickup. This is not the mom fight. It's Necro 2. It absolutely is the mom fight. Okay. Well, it's not like I wanted any of that stuff either, so that's fine. We will, in fact, be going to peep into the boss rush. If there's anything good, we take it. We hermit out. We hope that experimental treatment... I didn't even see that friggin' shadow, dude. We hope that experimental treatment did not completely jank up my HP stat, but... I don't know, man. I'm okay with it. Of course, we got restock, like, the floor that we stopped getting shots. Because, you know, the game doesn't want to be too nice. That's a good pickup. I will take that. It's too late for these items. It's too late for those items. I know, we're not going to have a reroll for the boss rush, but I think that's fine because I don't like any of this. You know what? I'll take that. Later. Oh, and right, we're back here. That's right, we're back here, boys. Give me money. That's not money. Couldn't help but notice. Oh, but we did find a secret room that does, in fact, have money. Okay, so you pick up the tarot cloth. You hope for something good. Death card is not really the best, but you know what? I think we did this in the right order. First of all, like, it was a nightmare all the way through, but on top of that, like, this is going pretty well. So we have tarot cloth. We made back the HP we had to sacrifice for boss rush. I don't even want to know what happens if I go in there. I don't think it'll let us take another item, but also there was like nothing worth taking. And our HP is a lot better than I thought it was, so I'm happy with the way this turned out. Head of the Keeper is going to pay dividends if we do go down to the Hush fight, which is looking so likely considering we're only like 16 seconds or 16 minutes into this run. These are fast runs, dude. I'm happy that they're fast runs. We have no excuse to lose. Don't go into there. It's not really worth it. Not with the economy being the way that it is. But anyway, yeah, so I beat basically the man who's responsible for shaping me into a cynical shell of a person. I beat him once at Friday Night Magic, and then I don't think I've ever seen him back there in the time that I spent. Apparently, oh, that's not coming off, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. We had the tick. Hey, man, we got a lot of bosses coming up. I'm happy that the tick seems to affect bosses that spawn naturally in the wild instead of just like behind boss doors. I didn't really remember it doing that. I'm sure it's always done that and I just never noticed because I never take it, but it's good to see that, you know, this fight is now 10% closer to being over before we even get in there. Okay, we really gotta like stop getting hit by every opportunity. But yes, I did meet, you know, I met nice people at Friday Night Magic too, not just like people that destroyed my will to live. But with that being said, I did like... I don't like this. Skirt. I don't like how they're not attacking, but I can tell that they want to. Oh, based on the way they're looking at me. Thank God we didn't get hit in that room. That's good for them. That's a morale booster room right there, getting through that without getting hit. But, you know, I met very nice people that... But I also met people that you would expect to see at Friday Night Magic. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. They were nice people. They were kind. They were considerate. Their hygiene was a little bit suspect. You know, I always made it a point to shower before I went to places. I don't know, especially if I was going to be around people. I don't want it. The box is not a bad pickup. Maybe a little bit too late. Infested doesn't do anything for us. The moon card we could use on the next floor. I think we are actually going to be going down to fight the Hush. So make sure you have enough keys. Curse of the Lost it's more annoying than anything else, but two of diamonds. Okay, that might actually be the boon that we need. If we could spend like a lot of money here. Dude, I completely forgot about these items. Or these enemies. These like new fistulas that just squirt. If we could get as much money as possible here, which we should be getting like a few cents with Head of the Keeper. Double it all for the Hush fight. Is it Hush? Yeah, it's Hush. And I don't know, man. Friday Night Magic, it's wild. Anyway, yeah, so that's like one of the few games that I actually learned how to play. I've never learned how to play the Pokemon TCG. And Pokemon cards, I'm not ashamed to admit this. What are you going to shame me for having interest? No. Pokemon cards are easily the TCG that I spent the most money in. Like, I spent a lot of money into Magic, but I also spent a lot of money into Pokemon. But Magic I played, Pokemon I collected. And you might be saying, well, that seems like kind of dumb. Why would you like just collect them? Dude, I don't know if you've ever looked at like some of the holographic Pokemon cards that they have out there. They look so good. I couldn't help it. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. This upsets people when I say it, and I don't understand why it upsets people because it's 100% the truth. But I guess Pokemon is my favorite anime. It's weird to think of Pokemon as an anime, but you know what, brother? It freaking is. So, yeah, Pokemon's one of my favorite animes. It was also like, you know, I was, or I guess I am, a Gen 1er. I started with Pokemon Red and Blue. And I was able to get both copies of the game when I was a child. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting my addiction early. First of all, I hated it because I had to wait for someone else, not to brag or anything, okay? This is not a braggadocious, like, ramble. But I had to wait for people in my class to have their freaking birthdays. This is a dead end. To have their freaking birthdays so that their parents could buy them Pokemon Red or Blue. I don't care which one. So that I could trade them my Machop and my Haunter to get my freaking Machoke and Gengar. Do you know how long I've been sitting on that? I don't think I have ever completed the Pokedex in any of the old games. I don't remember the first time I completed a Pokedex, but I do have 100% completed Pokedexes within the more recent games. Ultra Sun, done. Which I know, like, yeah, well, that one only has 400. Yeah, but it also has, like, all of them, so shut up. This is before Dexit. Pokemon Sword, which is better than Pokemon Shield. I don't care what anyone says. If you're telling me you like the legendary from Pokemon Shield more than Pokemon Sword, you're a liar, and you're just trying to say it because you want to be like, oh, look at how quirky I am. Where the hell is the boss fight on this floor? I'll do this. You think I won't do it? Okay. Adrenaline, panic equals power, does give us spun. Okay, 13 damage is really what we need here. Where in God's name is this boss fight? I hate Curse of the Unknown with a burning passion. It's not even like a good curse. It just frustrates you, that's it. Like, make the game difficult. Sure, I'm fine with that. That's the point of a roguelike. It's supposed to be hard. But you know what else is fun? Oh, why don't we just make it so that they have no idea what to do? Oh, and then God forbid they get this curse through like a Curse of the Unknown pill or something like that, where they also have Curse of the Maze. So not only do they not know where they're going, but randomly they'll get teleported around and they have no way of knowing when that happens. So isn't that fun? Isn't that such a fun combination of things? I really thought those deactivated once I finished here, but we're going to have 29 coins bringing down into the Hush fight. Decent amount. Now, actually, I do need to remember, this is going to end the fight. Or end the game if we do, in fact, beat it. Which, I don't know. I think we got a decent chance. The Hush... Okay, we have a better chance than we did before. This should be a real deal. I'll be real with you. Ugh. Oh, boy. Well, you do one, you do both. You might as well, right? Give me Spirit of the Night. Take the nail. We get Leviathan, which is why I did that. You get an extra Spirit Heart. Okay. I think we have a decent chance. We're going to have a lot of money. We have enough keys to bust open everything down here. It's going to be, you know. Oh, that's right. We had the tarot cloth, so we had even more than what I thought we did. None of this is really helpful. Items would be good, okay? We're not going to take anything yet. I just want to see what we have. Okay, well, I mean, obviously we're going to take Cupid's arrow. I'm not going to do this with, like, first of all, 9 lives, and then on top of that, freaking cursed eye. We'll buy this. We have next to unlimited rerolls. It's not good enough. Wide shot, I mean, like, sure. We could also reroll in here if we get something, like, early. Sad bombs is, like, it's fine, but, like, we need, like, substantial HP or damage. Monstrous Lung is also good, but I don't like it enough. Rotten Baby is okay. We could also, like, just pick up Remote Control Detonator, but I'd rather have the 2 to reroll. I don't care if this goes through all of our money. We have a lot of money sitting out here, too. This is so far the best thing that showed up. We don't need the syringe because we already have Spun. See, this is when you get into the true essence of Isaac. I have no idea what can actually show up in here. Okay. It's going to kill our rate of fire. But it might be, at the very least, it's takeable. So now we reroll in here. That doesn't do anything for me. That doesn't do anything for me. It's a little bit late to do anything for me. Potential to be good. And actually, you know what? Let's take it. The sun. Potato peeler. The key. I mean, like, sure. I'm realizing that we could have just bought everything too, but that would have been like, I don't know, it's too much of a waste of our money. I don't know if there's anything that we really want. Please, for the love of God, if I do take these pills, Temperance, oh, they're not pills, they're cards, because I used the card thing, right. Fool is fine. Lovers doesn't really do much for us, but we might as well do this. Dude, this is just all basic prep work before we get, like, into the abyss. Judgment could be good. It's not, but it could be. We're just going to blow them up. It's too dangerous to play. The moon card, we have ways out should we need it. And I guess we should try to reroll Tammy's head. That's not bad. It's not going to do much for me. Loki's horns is fine. I gotta want something better, though. The razor is another orbital. Okay, so whatever this is the last one. Sure. Give me the ball of tar. Alright. I mean, we have a chance, I guess. We have a sun card ready just in case. Fool. It's going with the sun card. It's not going to help us because we do not have red hearts, but I don't know. We have, like, decent effects that we could put on him. I think we have a decent chance. It has been a while. Like, it's been a hot minute since your boy has fought the Hush fight. So, forgive me, but basically my goal here is to out DPS him to the extreme. We are going to have to deal with, like, the horrible mechanic that is boss armor. Whatever, man. Just focus up. It's not that this is a hard fight per se. It's just that this is a fight that has, like, a lot of moving pieces. And it's really easy to just get hit once or twice without even realizing what's happening. And then it's like, it's too late. I don't know if there is a good time to use the sun card. I guess we just save it and use it, like, if he summons a whole bunch of ads, which he's probably going to do. But it's going pretty well so far. If we could get through this, it'll be fine. Please, for the love of God, don't kill me and then have me do... Yeah, like right now, just use the sun card. Kill all of his babies, which didn't even kill all of his babies. You tell me that those flies have more HP than what the sun can dish out? I find that a little hard to believe. But for the first time in human history, the tick is actually going to help us. So I'm happy with this. We seem to be putting, like, substantial slowing effects on him, and I don't really know where that's coming from, but this would also be, like, a really nice run to continue past this fight with all the money that we're getting here. That's pretty much going to be useless. Just find a spot. Don't move. You can't be... Okay, you're not allowed to use 2 different types of pattern attacks with that particular moveset. That's against the rules, dude. I don't know. Okay, redemption from last episode seems to be coming to fruition. I don't know. I'm probably going to get hit there. It's been done. But yeah, anyway. Pokemon cards are really cool. Dude, I don't know, man. Every once in a while, I'll get, like, the TCG itch. You know what I mean? Like, Every once in a while, I'll be like, man, I haven't played a trading card game in quite a while. I would like to get into a new one. And then, like, you know, you get like an indie one coming out. There's nothing wrong with that, but I like look up the meta. That's fair. You hit me, dude. Congratulations. You got 2 hits on me. Okay. All right. You might have gotten 3 hits on me. I wasn't paying attention. Focus. Up. This is where your incredible dodging abilities and movement speed comes in. People said I was crazy for taking all those syringes that increased my my speed. Who's laughing now, boys? He could dodge the I-beams. He's gonna be toasted. I don't have the time or energy or money to get into a new TCG. Maybe one day. Maybe after college. Maybe when Magic the Gathering becomes a singularity and takes over the entire universe and all that live within it. I'll give it another shot. And then, like, dude, don't even get me started on, like, you know what? Hit me, get me out of here. He's dead. Don't even get me started on, like, online TCGs, whatever the hell that stuff is. Like, oh yeah, let me spend money on fake cards. Anyway, hey, if you like the episode, hit the like button. It really does help me out. Of course, you want to see more of my content in the future, hit the subscribe button and join the Fae Tribe. My name is Fairville. Thank you so much for watching. We beat the Hush. Progress has been made. I'm the best Isaac player of all time. What do you unlock? Fart Baby. The Void. Those are the 2 dualities of Isaac's unlock. You've unlocked Fart Baby. You've unlocked the Eternal Abyss. I'll see you next time.